Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe Happy Hour. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kelly Love Letters here with me today. And we're not in San Francisco anymore, but we're doing a spontaneous and impromptu episode about the San Francisco Pen Show, just like we did for DC. Hey Kelly, how's it going?
Hi, April. It's good. In terms of drinks I actually just had a glass of my last, the giant thing of milk tea that I bought in Seattle.
Oh my
I'm,
goodness, it lasted
I,
that long?
well, I didn't open it until today, so it's gonna last a while.
Okay.
So I just had a glass of that, but now I've just got my trusty water bottle.
Well, I'm going into my last inventory of the Coca-Cola Starlight Limited Edition.
Still didn't try that. Nice audio though.
What? You still have not tried it? Okay, next
No.
time I go down or you come up, we have to let you get a try because it's magical and I'm sad. You didn't even get to try before they're out because it's like limited edition.
April, I want to go to Seattle so
I want to
bad.
go down to Portland so bad. I know I missed the trunk show in between DC and San Francisco Pen Show. And how was that, by the way?
The Sailor Trunk Show was very good. It was like amazing turnout. It was basically like having the Sailor booth at a pen show in Oblation.
Nice.
And it was kind of like right when we opened there was a big line. It was really cool. Me and Rachel from Sailor were sitting together in the back. I barely moved the whole day. and, uh, and in the retail store in Oblation, we were also like had a bunch of staff up there like helping people out there. So
Nice.
it was a very good day for us. It was a good day for Sailor. It was good times. So I hope we can do more of that stuff as
That
time goes
sounds
on.
that sounds super fun. It's
Yeah.
it's especially nice because they Sailor North America did not come to the San Francisco Pen Show, so you kind of had that extra
Yeah.
experience while at Oblation, right? Nice.
And I did buy a Sailor at the thing.
Come on.
Because, I don't have self-control. It's the Wicked Witch. I finally bought it. It's so pretty, though.
Oh, that's the
Also,
hmm
just so people know, if you have the Wicked Witch 1911 large or standard Sailor pen, it goes really well with the violet leather of the Hobonichi this year. Just saying.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
like a really fun match.
we're gonna get into the Hobonichi a little bit in this episode as well, just like we did with
Yes.
DC. And so I just want to dive straight into it. People have been demanding this episode, especially visual, so
Yeah.
we can like show off our haul. And then I was like last
Yes.
minute texting Kelly, "Oh, by the way, we're capturing this for YouTube, okay?"
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna take a shower really quick. Even
So
though
we're
it's
both
literally 6 p.m., it's my day off, don't judge me.
we're both fresh off fatigue and
Yeah.
here recording this.
Yep.
But wow, San Francisco Pen Show. I wanna comment to start off with a comment on your notes on the Google Sheet. You said chill vibes compared to DC, and I'm like, no way,
Yes.
we had no
No?
chill at San Francisco.
Okay, wait, let me rephrase that. So, um, I feel like maybe it's just the attendees and like, just kind of because I didn't work the booth. I worked your booth for like 3 or 4 hours. So,
Yeah, this time you were doing your own thing with Oblation for San Francisco as you do last year as
yeah.
well. And
But I
DC,
think
you were working the whole
your
time.
guys' booth was really swamped though at San Francisco, right? Was it
Yeah.
more than DC?
I think it was a lot more. Like,
Really?
remember when we were at DC and like, I think it was just the nature of the demographics. Like, we didn't have that many people that knew about Travelers or Plotter at all. And so we were also placed at a not so visible location in DC Pen Show.
Yeah.
So compared San Francisco, we were swamped from day one till like 3 o'clock Sunday.
Wow.
So I guess that's what you meant with chill vibes. Like you were chill.
So I think what I meant is like as because when I would take breaks in DC from our booth briefly, and walking around, I was like super overwhelmed, but I didn't really feel that way in San Francisco as on the other side. I don't know, maybe I'm full of it, but
I think maybe it's also because you were familiar with the San Francisco pen show layout.
Yes.
Last year you had a lot of time to wander around as well, right?
Yep, that's true. Yep,
So
you're
this
right.
year you're like, I own this place, just walking around, like there's that, there's that.
That's true.
You even did classes, right?
I did. I got to go to a class. It was so fun. I want to go to paper college. Can we do that?
Your class was the Yamamoto paper chase? No, that was the Musubi.
That was the other one that I wish I could have gone to. Actually, like, the show, even though I said it was chill, I did get very overwhelmed, like, halfway through the whole thing. I was like, oh, I'm still here. I still have to do stuff. Like, I need to stare blankly at the wall.
I remember you said that you went upstairs to your room and just, like, lay on the bed and, like, for 20 minutes not doing anything, and then came back downstairs.
Yeah, I think just because I was doing things for work, like I talked to a bunch of people I want to wholesale with. I was, buying some stuff from people for the shop, and just because I had to be on in that way. But then I was also on personally because I was like, stuff I want for me.
Yes.
And then, also coupled with like hanging out with friends that were there, and I was like, oh man, this is a lot. It's a lot in a good way, but it's still like, as an introvert, I know people think it's weird that I am an introvert because I'm outgoing, but I'm an outgoing introvert. I don't know, it made me need to recharge.
And we tailgated like the day before to
Yes.
the event. We're super biased that we like the San Francisco Pen Show more because we have so many friends that are in San Francisco.
Yeah.
We did this last year with a few of them, and this year it just got bigger. Like we went to this mall.
Oh, like way bigger.
We basically have formed a really like big community throughout the past 2 years during the pandemic over Zoom, over Instagram, over Twitch, over the Stationery Cafe Discord. And this year, a bunch of us just spontaneously decide, let's all go to the San Francisco Pen Show together. And so we tailgated on Thursday, like had a huge full day meetup. And I remember at like 4:00, you were pulling your hair like, April, this is so much. Like there's so many people. And I'm like, I know, I feel you, but I don't want to leave. So it's essentially.
I did leave early though. I left a little bit early because I needed to go nap for an hour.
We woke up super early on Thursday to fly.
That was brutal. If we do this again, I want to come the day before.
No, I'm coming 2 days before. Oh my goodness.
That's what I mean, yeah.
I'm definitely not.
Because that was too much.
It's too much ourselves. I flew from Seattle, you flew from Portland. So to us, we were like on the super early flight. We got there together.
Yeah.
But then that literally just kicked off what I kind of want to just coin. Like this is like stationery camp for adults. Like we're just a group of people, friends that geeked over stationery for the duration of 4 days, like including the day we tailgated. And we mostly stay like around the same area. So we go out for meals together. We like hung out all day. We pop in and out of different pods that break out from the group. So for us, it was a very much a friend meetup versus the DC Pen Show where we felt like, it was the first time, don't really know too many people. And we kind of also hung out with people we were familiar with, but like not
That's true.
too much. And the San Francisco location, the hotel for the Pen Show was like, it has a great bar, a great like lobby area, like even like the rooms itself has some space for people to kind of gather, like in the classrooms or in the big seminar ballroom, whatever that is.
It would have been better if the DC show was at a place like that.
Yes. Like I still remember like the nights. I think San Francisco Pen Show, we hung out at the bar more, and we were like just
Yeah.
chatting with all the other big shots in the pen community, and it's like, ooh, this is so fun. So we were all overwhelmed. Like I couldn't recover till like this weekend. Like this long Labor Day weekend was when I finally like wrote the last page in my traveler's notebook, passport insert, like filled every
Oh,
page.
look at that chunk.
It was
Nice.
chunky. I filled every page with photos, ephemeras, notes from people. Because what we did on Thursday mainly is just write notes to everyone. And so
Yeah. No, that was a lot. I was like, oh, did I get everyone? I might have missed some people, and if I did, I'm really sorry.
I know. I like there's so many pages of memories, and like I finally like got to the last period on like Labor Day, and I was like, it's over for sure. It's finally over for me.
Yeah.
So that was really nice. It's just such a cool event, and like a very unique gathering that I feel like would not be able to replicate again, even if we all decide to go again next year. It's very special. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a special time for sure.
And we also did a fun kind of like last minute event where we talked to other hosts from the other podcasts.
That was so fun.
CY from Tokyo Inklings, Brad from the Pen Addict, Drew from Goulet Pen, and then you and
No
I.
big deal.
I know. It's just this Tokyo Station Pen Addict Inklings Cafe Pen Cast. No big deal. And that was like very overwhelming. I was so nervous the night before. I feel like I told so many people. I was so nervous because I was worried I wouldn't be funny. And Kelly is like super tired on her bed trying to sleep, and I was like, Kelly, hear me out on this joke, like this funny. And I was, if you laughed, I took down notes, and I was like, I'm gonna put in my notes.
I'm pretty sure that I actually fell asleep when you were asking me stuff. I was like, yeah, April, that's good. Okay.
And then there I was. That night I had insomnia so bad I didn't fall asleep till 2 a.m. and I woke up at 4:30, and I like showered and got ready, and you just slept through the entire thing, like the entire ruckus until I had to leave at 7. So
I sleep like the dead.
and then it was my turn on Saturday night because by then my throat, I had talked so much, both
Yeah.
working at the booth, at the events, working the show, talking to friends. And then Saturday night, because Kelly and I roomed together, and so she was like, "Hey, April, what you doing there?" Because I was putting together the packets for
Yeah.
for travelers, and I looked at her and I held up my hand. I was like, "I can't talk right now."
I was like, okay, that's valid. I feel that too. I was struggling a lot with my with the throat. That didn't get better until a couple days after we got home.
I know. I literally remember my throat, like I was slurring because my tongue is so tired. I couldn't like say full sentences at the end of that night. I was just like, and then a good sleep. I got better, made it through, and then on Monday, I think when I got back, I was just like not talking to anyone, to Elliot or Cookie the whole day. I was just like, yeah, my vocal parts need like a resting day.
For sure.
It was so much. And one last regret was just like I didn't get to like use my stationery at all. Like, we did our thing. We brought our
Yeah.
pens, the journals, the notebooks, and then of course we focused on chatting and like looking at other people's pen, looking at other people's notebooks,
Yeah.
as we do.
I think in the future I need to like know in my heart that first of all there won't be a lot of time to journal, but second of all, like I don't need to bring, unless I'm bringing like a book for people to sign, I don't think I really need to bring much else because we will buy and exchange with other people.
Yes.
So it's not, yeah, less is more.
Okay, so now I want to turn the table onto you because I basically was mostly stuck at, plotter booth doing the events, doing the seminar, doing the workshop. So, and you got to like really peruse the whole thing, right? Like, so what's your like top 5 favorite? I don't know, like first impression, I guess favorite booth or most impressionable booth, even if you didn't shop from them, that if we were to recreate that scenario for
So first
users.
one that comes to mind is Enigma Blanks, which April bought. I think both April and Miranda from Havoc Rose bought those little Mofu Sand
utensil
Yeah.
cases that we repurposed. These are for like, I think, take out spoons and forks.
No way!
Yeah,
Really?
if you want to eat, like if you want to eat at a restaurant but want to use your own utensils.
Yeah.
So this is a case for it, but we repurposed
For
it
pens.
for pens because it looks like a
Yeah.
3-pen holder. So
Totally. Yeah, it does. They're super cute. So Enigma Blanks, it's like this family of 3. There's and of course I don't have their names written down, and I'm sorry, but it's the dad, the mom, and the daughter.
pen.
Pen, yes. And Pen was so cute, and I think Pen is the reason why they had a lot of that cute stationery. Because Enigma Blanks makes blanks for fountain pens, like
Yep.
the acrylic things. I just really enjoyed talking with them. I was asking them about how the show's going, how just their inventory in general is going, and they said it's been really solid. And the pen that they had there was oh my goodness, what was it called? I forgot even what it's called. I'm a bad podcaster, but it was like kind of this cotton candy acrylic, like with the pink, the blue, the purpley. And I did buy right here the Vinta made an ink for them.
Cool.
And it's called Purple Sea Star, which is very cute. So that on the pen they were selling that goes with that ink, they were selling it with an inverted architect nib that was really, really smooth and wonderful. The pen itself was kind of a little out of my comfortable price range, which is, I'm not saying it wasn't worth it. It's just like I wanted to buy other stuff. But I would love to buy an Enigma Blanks pen. I think that's on my next pen purchase. I don't know.
Nice.
So
that
that's
was
definitely,
that was number 1.
that was number 1. Oh gosh, I should probably rapid fire these. I mean, I'm gonna knock out 2. Both Toyooka Craft and Yamamoto Paper were really cool, and they were right next to each other.
Oh, nice.
So Yamamoto Paper, they had, and I know Brad described this on his podcast too, so you've probably heard this already, but they had all these papers on display and little tester pads so you can test all these different papers. And I made myself, I actually forgot to bring that over here, but it's a little memo block.
I'm so jealous. I didn't get to have
You didn't
that
get a memo
experience.
block?
I don't even think I saw the booth. Like that's the
No.
worst part. I didn't even think I
April.
saw Yamamoto Paper at all. So I had to live vicariously through everyone else.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah, so when basically what happened was on Saturday, I worked TRC, and then after that I came over to the Yamamoto Paper booth and tested all these papers, and I'm like, oh, I've got to buy a block before this class starts, because after the class it's going to all sell out.
Oh, that's a
people will
good
be all excited.
good plan.
So I was just like rapidly testing pens and stuff and testing papers, and it was really busy at the booth, and I was like trying to get in there, like, take my money, and like you know. Yeah, that was really cool. And then of course everybody's heard about Toyooka Craft like selling out almost immediately.
Yes.
I realize I'm doing this ahead of time here.
It's okay.
But I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, nope.
Oh
that
no!
doesn't work.
Don't do that.
No, it's fine.
Kelly
It's
just
only one.
flung the product very heavily towards the ground just now.
No, it's It's fine. It's a beautiful pen
So
tray.
beautiful.
It's really lightweight.
I'm so
And
jealous.
I don't use it on my desk yet because I want to wait until I move into my new place. And just like
Nice.
kind
Oh, the first big like adult like adornment accessory to your table.
right?
I
Yeah,
wish I
it's
could
gonna be
grab one
good.
of those, but the reality is that when I was packing to go, like on Sunday, I was like, "Yep, my suitcase has zero space for any additional purchases. Like I just literally cannot fit anything else." So I'm kind of glad I
Yeah.
didn't get that.
And that's valid. Okay, Toyota Craft, one of the last two favorites. I mean, I bought, of course, a Rickshaw Sinclair that April's really mad about because I got the last donut one.
Hey, the past three items you just listed, I was like super mad about too. Like she didn't get me a pen tray, I didn't get a memo block, and then the rickshaw donut covered. It's got like pink koozie fluffy lining.
It's so good.
It's like my favorite donut flavor, the strawberry glazed. So
Yeah,
okay, I'm not mad. I'm not salty because I ordered online and got
Oh, good.
I got the exact same one. So
Oh,
I'm just
good.
waiting
That's
for
cute.
them to ship
We're gonna
it
be
to me.
matching again. We're matching a lot.
Yes. We're just enabling each other to buy the same thing. That's what's happened.
So Rickshaw, it was really cool. I talked to them for quite a while as well, and they're really cool people. I was standing next to a dude that had this one with, I think he had the purple inside one, and then I noticed, I was like, "Where's the other donut ones?" And he's like, "Oh, there's one right there," and I'm like, "I'm gonna take that before someone else looks at it." And I think that was a good call. And then the last
job.
one, is it cheesy if I say CY?
It's not
CY's
cheesy.
food? Because he ground a nib for me kind of at the last minute. He like worked it in for me, and I really appreciate him, and I still haven't paid him for it.
You pulled an April right there.
I pulled an April. Don't worry, I will. I pay people for their work.
And Akane, of course.
And Akane, of course. She was the best part of the booth.
Yeah. CY's the afterthought. Parentheses. CY too.
Yes. But it was so, I know we talked about this last time, but it was so lovely to spend more time with them. Because they came all the way from Japan, and it's a big deal.
It is. It is so fun. And I noticed you skewed heavily to the Japanese side of the
Oh yeah, didn't I?
But that
You
also
know where
just,
my loyalties lie.
that just also goes to show how like kind of diverse I think the San Francisco Pen Show is. Just with the type of vendors that are there. When I talk about my haul, I'll share how Kelly dragged me to enable me at Bungu Box and Nagasawa. So like also Japanese
gosh.
vendors. But yeah, my impression too is I felt a lot more spacious this time. Like our tables compared to DC,
Yes.
and people were mostly masked, which is really nice. Like a lot of people were masked. I didn't have as many "oh, you are exposed to COVID" notifications popping up on my phone when I come back this time.
Yeah.
So that was nice. And then yeah, like it was busy all 3 days, like compared to last year. Because last year San Francisco Pen Show was my first official big pen show. Because the first one I've been to was the Commonwealth one years ago. But this year felt like it was a lot more. And I think as much as DC, would you say? Like, definitely a little bit.
I would definitely say as a non-booth haver, Saturday was really, really, really busy. And it was kind of overwhelming.
I know Toasty, our dear friend, Toasty Treat, helped out at the Plotter booth, and she said, April, you abandoned us right when there's like 3 rows of people like in front of the Plotter booth. And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
It's like the perfect time to go on lunch. I know that's not what you did.
No, I went to do more
You were
work.
doing important stuff.
But this time was extra special because we managed to invite our plotter director Takayuki Saito and to come all the way from Japan as well and to assemble like these like custom leather binders for people. So I was just very glad that we got to make that happen, and this way people could have more of a tangible, memory of plotter, aside
Yeah.
from just buying it from the shop. And obviously
And he was
the
so cool and like
isn't
he's
he
like a cool
Oshare? Like he's very
Oshade guy.
he's very like well kept up. And there's this photo of like him making Brad from Pen Addicts Potter, and he was holding it and
Hmm.
like handing it to Brad. Like we took a photo of that. And I'm like, yeah, Brad, you guys are the same age, right? And then you guys both had your hair made up. Like Brad has his hair like gelled up like this,
Are they
and
the same age?
yeah, Takayuki has his hair gelled up like this. Like, yeah. I'm like, wow,
That's cute.
just two very fashionable men, like obsessed with stationery, like exchanging a
Yeah.
plotter, world peace. Like that.
Exactly.
That's what that
it
photo
takes.
is. I love it.
Yeah. It was really cool to meet Takayuki-san, and he, like, at our Thursday meetup, he brought, like, I don't know if it was all, but, like, a lot of his own personal plotters, and, like,
Mhm.
let us look inside of all of them, and
Mhm.
that was a really cool experience
I
that I
know.
know means a lot to him, and it meant a lot to us, and it was just really cool.
It
Like you
was
said, world peace, that's what it feels like.
it was so nice. And then before I get into our purchases, another big shout out to like all the friends that helped, I feel like made this experience better in terms of our tailgate party and then like the podcast panel, all the friends with streams on Twitch. We call it the Brew Team. So just to rattle off, I especially need to shout out Ame because I
Are
forgot
we?
to shout her out during the podcast panel. Ameru, the great Zakile on Twitch, and she like really stuck a limb out and helped us out at the TRC booth for the second and third day and surprised a lot of
Yeah.
people with her special
Including me.
appearance. I know. I kept that from you really well, and apparently CY is the one who big mouthed and told people. But anyway.
No, I didn't even know until I was sitting next to her wife at dinner, and I'm like, "Oh, what the heck?" She's like, "Yeah, Ame's right over there." I'm like, "What?"
Ame, Leo from Stylus and Pen, who joined us, who went to the pen show with us last year, and it was like,
I
remember
love
that?
Leo so much.
Remember that bar night? It was just us, Brandon, Toasty's husband's playing with his beep boop, you and me,
Yes.
at the far corner of the bar, Leo and us, and we're just like, yeah, stationery is fun. And like this year, it's like, whoa, stationery is extra fun.
Yeah.
So there was that, and then Jasmine, Oh Hi Joy came back. The annual event of the Hawaii Presence. Miranda from Havoc Rose, Chelsea from Those With Words, so many other Berry Palette, Amy
And
Peach,
Job.
Joe from Joe's Journal, yeah. Amy from Peachy Green Paper, Denise from Paper and Milk, and Connor from UK.
Yes.
Connor Olo. Trying to like make sure I didn't miss it. Gaiden, who has been our mod, and like he was the one who made a special appearance last year.
Yeah.
And this is also for listeners who are listening to this the first time. You guys gotta follow all these amazing people I just mentioned because they stream stationery, they talk about stationery, and they're just like amazing people.
Are you gonna link them all in the Instagram post?
do like a hyper tag situation. We got Annie, Alo. I'm like Florence, Live Life Create. She always makes the drive up to the San Francisco Pen Show, and it's just so nice. Oh, darn it! What if I missed someone? Christiana writes. Christiana
Yep.
from Portland. Just so many awesome people. Okay, if I miss anyone, shout yourself out in the comments on the Instagram post or YouTube.
I'm trying to like think if we did.
I know. I can look through my book maybe like if I miss any.
What about Mar? Did we talk about Mar?
More Propel de Estrella. She gave us all that rainbow like IKEA bag with our names on it. It was epic.
That was so sweet.
It was so good. It was like you can identify people in the community by looking at that bag.
Yeah.
And of course, Toasty from Toasty Treat, just the best. She helped us out. Like she joined us at DC, and it had been really fun to have her help us out this year. I'm like looking at all my notes, making sure I got everyone.
I'm going through mine now.
My inserts, but it had just been so fun. So many people all coming together, sharing our love. Elisa from Planning with Style. Yeah, I think I got everyone. Please let me know if I didn't, and I will feel really bad about it, but it's okay. We love you all. And so, purchases. This is the highlight of this episode. Since you already dug into some, why don't I share, and then you can add yours too. So, my first San Francisco pen show purchase happened on day 1, Friday, around 3 p.m. when I was manning the booth. And actually, we share a narrow walkway with Bungu Box. Like I literally brush butts with Kaoru-san several times as I walk back and forth to refill stuff. And I think it was around 3 p.m. and I was so jealous because Kelly, you were at Bungu Box first thing Friday morning, right? Looking at all their offerings. And I think it was around 3 p.m. I heard, this is the last one. And I was like, what? What's the last one? And Kelly's right there. And then you were like, yeah, the glass pen. So they brought out these amazing glass pens made by Synchronicity. I said brass pen. Glass pens made by Synchronicity, which I already own one from Bungu Box, the sweet potato, if I remember I talking about it before. But this time they came out with 2 beautiful kind of rainy season, summer, morning glory pattern. And then Kelly has the Cinderella shoe or something. It's so beautiful.
Does yours also have this little thing up here?
Yes, a little opal thing right at the near the bulb where it's just glimmering and shimmering. Even if you twirl, we're so mesmerized right now.
I am not allowing this to leave its little box hardly ever.
You're not even gonna use it, you're just buying it to look at.
I've used it a few times, but I'm very conscious and not you know.
I know.
You guys have heard my struggles over the years.
You broke glass pens just by cleaning them.
Yeah, I'm not messing around.
So this glass pen was a unplanned purchase. It was just I even saw it when they released the sneak peek on Instagram. Oh yeah, they're bringing the glass pens and they look nice. And then it was the last one that really got me started. Okay, I'll get it.
FOMO.
Kaoru-san, I didn't buy anything from you. Let me get that one and the pen sleeve, the really cool fabric pen sleeve that they made.
I totally forgot I bought one of those too.
You got the one I want, which is the mini one, and it's the Mekon white one, right? Or did you get the green one? They sold out of that.
I think I actually got the blue one on purpose. I don't know why. I was just feeling it.
Anyway, the one I really want was sold out, even online, so I was just sad, but it's okay. But then, after that, I picked up the Narwhal that I bought at DC that I asked CY to put a little tiny Naginata grind on. The Narwhal Original Plus, the green one I picked out the green one and you picked out the purple one, I think.
The purple one, yeah.
The vac filling Narwhal Plus, Original Plus. And it's so much fun. I really enjoyed using it once CY ground it down from abroad to a Naginata. So I got that.
Matching again.
Yay! And then I picked up I put in the order for my Traveler's Brass ballpoint customization because we had to do that. It's green and pink. It's our color. And what did you engrave on yours, by the way?
It's a stationery cafe.
Oh right, that's right. And so when
You didn't do that?
I did station, I did like TSC or something. But then like when I saw, because I was the one organizing your thing, I saw your
Yeah.
entry. I was like, oh shoot, I should spell it exactly just like Kelly
Oh,
does.
good.
So
Okay.
so ours
I'm
match
glad you
now.
work there.
So so ours match now because we did not plan that out. So we both have one
Yeah,
pen
I
that
thought we
says.
did.
I didn't think it through. It was very last minute.
Oh,
So now ours both says Stationery Cafe,
yes.
and then what else did I do? I don't think I bought anything from Plotter, just because I really grabbed all that I wanted at DC, the event limiter refills.
Didn't you also buy some inks at Boonga Box?
That was for Nita, it was not for me.
Oh, okay.
First Love, beautiful ink, really awesome, but I didn't need more inks until the last day when, when when Kelly or someone came around and was like, "Hey, Nagasawa's doing this really good deal of buying a pen and get 2 bottles of inks free," and I was like, "What?" And so I
So the reason that I did that is because Miranda from Havoc Rose showed up because I was taking a break at the bar with some girls and some paper.
I love that.
And Miranda shows up and she's like, "Oh, look at my Nagasawa, and I got 2." But sorry, no, Miranda doesn't sound like that. I'm just being an asshole. But so then I was like, "Oh, okay. So that means I have to buy a Nagasawa then, is what you're saying."
Yes.
So I also got one.
What is yours, by the way? It's Sailor?
Mine's the same one as Miranda's. It's a Sailor. It's a 1911 S.
Nice.
With antique gold trim, which is sort of rose gold / coppery, and it's got a really pretty nib. It's a broad.
It's a broad.
Where's
So,
yours?
by
Where's
the
your
time,
Nagasawa?
so by the time I was there, it was like Sunday morning, slim pickings, and I wanted a broader nib too. So they didn't have the sailors and anything larger than a fine. So I picked up the Platinum 3776, which is actually perfect because I love the Platinum 36
Yeah.
76, 3776. And so this one's a M nib, I believe. Or
good.
broad. Oh no, it's a broad nib too. And
Oh,
now it's my 3rd Platinum, aside from the Laurel Green and the Apricot Peach Tea, and now I have the Demonstrator.
they're so cute together.
So I was at first confused because they all look alike, like on that pen sleeve. For those who are not
Yeah.
as initiated, like again, I just want to say, like, to be honest, I still feel like a pen noob in this community, especially at the pen show. So for me, I can't even like tell what pen is what, and I just look for the biggest broad nib, and I didn't realize I picked up the Platinum. And I got 2 bottles of ink. I think I got Nada Brown and the Apple Green or something like that. It was cute.
Yeah.
It was cute. Again, slim pickings, but what do? You get 2 free inks. That's fine. Because Kelly showed me the rickshaw, this super cute donut one. I went back the next morning, desperate, a little bit sad, and like, already ready for the worst. But I found this cute sprinkles. So it's like a chocolatey base with like confetti sprinkles on top with like a chocolate brown kind of soft cozy lining. So I got this instead in the Sinclair model, which is the one everyone got at this show because Pen Addict did a really cool collaboration with Rick Shaw with his Knock brand. But I still ordered the donut online.
So good. And you still got the show price for a little bit. I think it was
Yeah.
valid through Labor Day.
It was. So it was really nice. And like you said, I got the Mofusan items. For those who don't know Mofusan, I think I gushed about them before. They're by this artist that draws these adorable cats, and they are like in variety of like positions or like they're wearing basically like shark costumes or fried shrimp costumes or like bread costumes, and then so I picked up this utensil holder that really could be used as a pen holder. And I also participated in the blind washi kind of gimmick thingy they had there. So it's
I do
basically
too.
washi tape, $9 a piece. Oof, expensive, but and then you
But it
don't.
was so cute.
But you don't know what pattern it is because they wrapped it up, so it's like a blind box thing. And I'm just like so happy with mine. I got two. One's the shark, like the cats all in like shark costumes, and the other one
So
is
good.
all the cats in like bread costumes. So like
I love the
the bread
bread.
costume is so cute.
So I can show you and I have Pen's desk
Oh my god, you got
on
a
a
large
sticker on here.
sticker. That's nice.
Um
Oh
but
my
so
gosh,
this
what are
this is
they
the one I
doing?
got.
Is it the fried tempura costume?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And then these two, the ink bottle one and this stationary um, cats, those are from, remind me of Inky Converters,
Inky Converters. I got stuff from them too. I bought
who
this
was so sweet.
I bought this
Oh,
Colorverse repeatable
oh,
stamp
that's
from them so I
cute.
could do like ink swatches with it.
Yeah,
It's really cute. Nice.
love it.
Love it. I got a bunch of stickers from Inky Converters, you know, like
Oh my God, I got a bunch of stickers
the
in general.
unicorn with the pencil and like the mule with
Yes,
several pens on his mule
yes.
pack. I love that one so much. And I didn't put that in my notes, but I just remembered. And then I finally got crabs. I mean, everyone got crabs at the pen show,
She's announcing it to everybody.
so I had to get them. So I grabbed like the green one and the one that's kind of like the pink and blue color, which
Yeah,
I
that's a
really
cute one.
really like. I kind of regret not getting the Bluetooth speaker, but I was like, oh, when will I use it? So
Yeah,
I
not often. That's
didn't,
why I didn't get it too.
didn't get that. Um, and I think that's it. Like, I didn't buy that many stuff at San Francisco Pen Show. I bought a lot at DC for some reason. A lot of pens at DC.
I want to say I bought less at SF, but I don't know if that's actually
No,
true.
you bought more. You have a lot more on your list. What else did you get?
Oh, so okay. This was a Karis Customs pen. It looks like a Jawbreaker,
Oh,
and
cute.
I brought it to work, and my coworkers are like, Kelly, what is that? I'm like, but it's fun. It's got like, it's metal. It's got like this paint texture, you know, and
Cute.
I like it, but I think it's kind of niche. I did ask for this copper section on it, and then this is the one CY ground to a Naginata. I actually bought a medium nib initially, and then I was like, hey, CY, look, I got a new pen. And he was like, is it double broad? And I was like, no. He's like, go get a double broad and I'll grind it for you. And I was like, oh. So that is what I did. And it's really
Nice.
smooth. And if you've never gotten a Naginata grind from CY, I highly recommend it.
Yes, it's
As I
really
know a bunch,
interesting. Yeah.
yeah, a bunch of people have said that before. um, I also at Rickshaw decided to buy this pen. It's a retro 51 rollerball that says no, you cannot borrow my pen,
I love
with
it.
like that caution tape.
Yes.
And I'm like, why did I buy this? Because this isn't really something I would buy, but it's just kind of cheeky, and
It
I
is
like that.
cheeky. Is it a rollerball or is it like a
Yeah,
ball?
yeah,
Nice.
it's just a standard rollerball.
Mhm.
I was using it at work the other day, and I'm like, this is kind of too thick. I think I need to replace the inside.
Nice.
Okay, and haven't I talked about this a million times?
The
This
co-
Microsoft,
the Microsoft Kaweiko's.
the Microsoft Kaweco Sport set. But I do want to have an update here. I
Ooh.
did buy a couple of clips. I bought a gold clip for the ballpoint and a silver clip for the fountain pen.
Nice.
And Sailor. Okay, wait, let me rephrase that. Specific Sailor ballpoint pen refills will fit in the Kaweco Sport ballpoint. So
Ooh.
it's a 0.5, so it writes really slim.
Nice.
And it's got a nice sound.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, I won't talk about that more because I know it's getting old.
Kelly is obsessed with it, and she met like the designer of it at the show, which is
I
really
did. It was
such
so
a
cool.
serendipitous encounter. But
It was kismet. It was great.
Pen kismet.
Okay. I've got two Boongerbox things here.
I didn't realize you bought Tipsy Mood.
Yeah, of course I
What?
did. Come on, I didn't buy the pen, so I had to come away with something.
Can I sample it next time I go down to
Yeah.
Portland? I'll bring
No,
it.
April.
I'll bring my platinum from Nagasawa and like take a little suck out of that.
Yeah.
Little
Take a
sucker.
little suck. So, by the way, here's some swatches. This is
my
Tears of Alice.
goodness.
That's Tipsy Mood, and that's the Vinta.
The purple of Tipsy Mood is like out of this world.
Isn't it so like it kind of reminds me of Sakura Nezumi from Kyono Oto
Mm-hmm.
a little bit,
Yeah.
but like a little different. Okay, what else did I get? Hold on. I had to buy these two from Drum Ghouls.
What are
Three
those?
oysters,
Ooh.
Americano and caramel macchiato.
The coffee ones. I remember
The
now.
coffee ones, because I kept looking at these every time I am like shopping after a Pen Addict episode, and they always talk about Pen Chalet because I always sponsor the podcast. I'm like, oh, let's look at Pen Chalet. I always end up looking at these,
Uh-huh.
and then Drum Girls had both of them. I'm like, okay, that's happening. And
Cute.
my two Kobe's are a jade green and a really bright yellow. What is this called again? Moon yellow,
That's beautiful.
which is cute. And
Cute.
oh my god. Oh wait, okay, one last thing, I think, which I haven't even opened this yet, but it's a Musubi notebook.
Ooh.
And I didn't get the ones that are super expensive.
The
'cause
kimono covers.
even though I wanted to, but I just got kind of like an innard, you know,
Mm-hmm. That's
with this
cute,
like
though.
linen cover. And it's really nice. Oh my gosh. I can't even look at it yet because
You're
I
like,
kind of bought it on a whim. It's got Sanzen Tomoe River, and I'm like,
the
I
new
guess I
Tomoe
need it.
paper. It's kind of like what thoughts are worthy of this notebook, moment. I also am sad I missed out on the Musubi notebooks because I like even though they're like right across from us from TRC,
Yeah.
I just like didn't even have time to go and like touch and look at any of it. So that's again one regret. But is that all? Is that all the stuff you purchased? I guess.
I think. Let me check my little thing there.
I came away also feeling like, wow, I didn't buy any inks. And then I immediately got enabled by the Gentleman Stationer's recent blog post, and he tested out these Waringo inks. The Mad Hatter and White Rabbit
Oh.
looks so good on the empty 100% cotton paper. That was like one of the Plotter limited event refills.
I want to try it.
And I was like,
now.
Joe, why you do this to me? Now I want to buy it.
We all do it to each other. It's terrible. Oh wait, okay, last thing. I didn't buy this, but Akane brought this to me.
Oh my god, the cat!
The sassy cat. It's so cute.
The one that hosts the pen, right?
the famous cat pen holder that is kind of. I don't think I've tried
Hey,
it.
does it work though? Because I saw Toasty open one on her
It
stream and doesn't work that well. Maybe there's
You have to be very precise.
I mean, the crab is so much easier.
Yeah, but cats. Okay, I'm done now.
Would it be a travesty if I put the glass pen right now on my palm
Oh my
on the
god,
crab?
April, you're gonna make me
Don't do that.
lose
Okay.
my lunch
I'll,
here.
I'll do the apricot peach tea then.
Oh, good.
There we go.
That's cute.
Ah, so cute. Awesome. Cool. And then again, just can't gush about how much goodies we got from each other during the show. We all went away with
I've
a
got
huge
a pile.
You know how you go to the candy stores and they hand you a paper bag and you just get whatever you want in it? It was
Yep.
that. It was literally a bag like that, but filled with ephemera and goodie bags and paper packs and notes and candies and treats and stickers from all over, all the friends. Everyone who had stickers brought their stickers. It was just
I also want to note, just because I think it's cute, that in the bags that April and I brought, individually, separate from each other, we each put, one of these
I know.
calendar
We
things
both
in
did
there.
it. We're trying to get rid of the pages.
I was like, oh, no one else is gonna have these.
I thought the same thing. We both gave out
Oh,
the
it's cute.
365 colors of Japan, and so I did this super cute spread on my in my Hobonichi, just
Oh my god, I love
collaging all the
that.
big stickers I
I
received from
need to do that
everyone
too.
into
Yes.
this giant unicorn barf situation like you do.
Yes, my favorite.
So it's so good. So I guess
Ah,
that concludes it. That concludes the San Francisco Pen Show recap, and we would happily do it all over again next
oh
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend that show. Oh, one last thing, sorry.
Again.
Gabby Wax creates? Question mark. I will look that up later, but she has an Etsy store, and she and her mother were womaning their booth. So Gabby makes like pens. She had both rollerball or fountain pens. She
Mm-hmm.
also makes rings and I can't remember some other really cool stuff. So I
Oh.
bought my brother the best birthday present ever.
Oh, I
Um,
remember that booth now. The Pokemon booth.
yeah, so it's literally a pen. She had like this purplish wood, and
Mm-hmm.
then like on the cap she had somehow like gotten the like Gengar Pokemon card art into the cap,
Oh. Oh
and
my
she did it
goodness.
with multiple different Pokemon. But I saw that pen on her website before the pen show because I check out the vendors beforehand, and I was like,
That's a good
oh,
idea.
if that's there, I wanna like buy it for Kyle for his birthday, and it was, and she did, and she made it into a rollerball for me because my brother is not. Um,
Fountain pen
I
savvy.
don't think he's ready for a fancy fountain pen yet. I did get him a Lammy, but anyway.
I
And
love
he's like,
it.
"Oh my god!" I was like, "Yeah, it's handmade, one of a kind." He was like, "What? I didn't know." I'm like, "What? You think someone's just like mass producing these?" Like, it's so unique looking, but
Ah, it looks so good. And she has all
yeah.
these like 3D printed Pokemons kind of on
Yes,
the
and she
side
gave me a
too.
Gengar to include with it too, a
Oh,
3D
that's
printed
so
Gengar.
cute. Oh my
And I was like,
goodness.
Kyle, please don't let your dogs find this because they would,
They will
they
eat
would
it.
tear up their insides with all their spikes. Uh,
Ah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
anyway, yeah, we can move on. What were we talking about?
We were talking about how stationery really took over the San Francisco Pen Show this year, and I think it
Yes.
might be even bigger next year. No, just saying. And
Yes.
already got some things planned out for both Plotter and TRC for sure. And then like I was talking to a special someone just like today, and I was like, you have to go to the Pen Show next year. So
A
let's
special someone.
listeners can wait for another 11 months and you'll know who's going to the Pen Show next year. But you don't want
That's
to miss
rude.
out.
That's rude, April. But yeah, that should be enticing to get people to come because it was so cool.
Or if you continue listening to the Station Cafe for the next 11 months, then you will find out who it is.
That's fair.
Okay, to wrap things up, we're going to talk a little bit about the Hobonichi. I mean,
Oh my
it
gosh.
came and
I have
went.
my stuff with me.
You, oh my goodness. This year, Kelly has first dip into everything, but as you
Pretty
all
great.
know, the preview dropped on the 25th, 26th. Yes, the cafe weeks. The full lineup dropped. And Kelly and I did our annual like kind of like preview party. We all looked at through every entry together. This year
And we
was
were so
we
tired.
were so tired the next day. We probably shouldn't do this again, but it always falls on the same day. And I actually stayed up later to kind of also see the TRC diary drop too. So that
Right.
was like two big things on the same night. But September 1st was when you can start buying, and it's cool that this year so many retail stores in the US already got their Hobonichi. So they're ready to start selling on September
Because
1st.
last year it was delayed for us anyway, I think, and for a couple other
I
stores
think
too.
some other stores also had like a minor delay this time, but like it looks like almost everyone had their listings up and ready to go on the
Yeah.
same time that Japan opens its shop. But then again, this year yen is like horrible, so it actually made a lot of sense, or you don't really spend that extra much money to buy directly from the shop. But then if you work at like Oblation, you get to touch them and get them and pick out
Yes.
that special weeks,
Which I did.
in person.
So this is for people watching this. I picked the one with this little melon soda on the spine.
Oh my goodness. I wish
And it's got a
mine
little pancake up there
I
too.
wish mine comes with the melon soda on the sign. That would be such a magical thing to happen to us, Kelly.
I also made sure that would be. I also made sure that the
2023 is not blocked.
yeah, cuz I don't know, that's something about bow and tie that kind of like irks me is when the design is on the printed year.
I see. It's inconsistent because it's like a huge piece of fabric and they had to
Yeah.
do
I mean,
that.
if I ordered it and that's the one I got and I didn't know, like it would be fine. It's not a big deal, but it was just cool to be able to pick it out.
So that's cool
Um,
because if you go to any of the retail stores that carries it in the US, you can pick yours out, which is the best part about the Hobonichi.
With that being said, though,
Are you guys already sold out of everything? Is that what's happening?
not everything. We did sell quite a chunk. But of course we are placing a reorder, as I'm sure all the other retailers are as well.
Yeah, yeah.
In October, we're gonna get some of the one-piece ones and restock on favorites. You want that?
No, question. How fast did Aurora Duty sell out in your store?
I think immediately.
like just like that. I can't
yeah.
snap my fingers, but I tried.
I'm kind of upset that I didn't have the wherewithal to order more because I was like, oh yeah, we should like order a couple more. And I was like, no, we should have ordered like literally 15 or something.
That one, I'm so surprised at how popular that one
I
is.
know, me too. People keep coming in and asking, hey, do you have that one? Because, someone had come in that I think I mentioned to you, and if you're listening, hello. Because you came into the shop, you were looking at Hobonichis, and we talked a little bit. She said she listened to the podcast. But she was like, oh, do you have the polar bear one? And I was like, yeah, we do. And so I was showing her the polar bear ones, and she's like, no, I meant the weeks. I'm like, oh,
That
those
one.
are different.
That's the other polar bear holding the Aurora flag, and the other one
Yeah.
tugging the little truck,
So
like the little
cute.
tow sled with like the hot cocoa or something. It was
Yeah, oh my god.
Like-
It's really adorable.
now in retrospect, that's a heckin' cute weeks. That's such a cute
Yeah.
weeks. And the bunnies, though, oh my goodness, I gush
bunnies.
about it for a little bit. The bunnies, because
Yeah.
next year is the year of the rabbit, so the bunnies were adorable, and I love that it's like not like your typical like white bunny. Like it's kind of like those like
It's like realistic looking.
wild jackrabbit style gray, kind of like dusty looking rabbits, and like all the little butt
Yeah.
positions.
And the special one on the bow and tie, it has a little clover in his mouth,
Oh
I think.
my goodness.
really cute.
Aw, cute.
But obviously the cafe one is the best choice.
Okay,
I was really like on the fence because I can't remember if we talked about this publicly, but
no, I don't think we did.
So Pokemon, it came out with a weeks this for Hobonichi. It's not sold on Hobonichi though. It's sold on Pokemon's own thing.
And Amazon
And
Japan.
yeah, and so I could technically have waited to get that, but I knew it was going to be that kind of shiny cover,
Yeah.
which is the same type of cover that my
Yeah.
Inuyasha Weeks is
Yes.
this year, and I'm kind of over it. Like I wanted the bow and tie, so and
But
it's
you-
gonna match April.
But you put a cover and cover on it, so what's the
So-
point?
Okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
This is an old cover on cover from
So-
previous years. I'm gonna take it off once the new year actually starts. This is kind of to
But why
like-
don't you just wait to open it until the new year?
April. That's not what I do.
That's
I've already put stickers. I've already put everyone's birthday in there.
love it.
It's broken in already.
Oh my goodness. That's because that's
I
what
even-
I plan to do. I'm just gonna keep it all pristine in the box. Oh my gosh, you
I
deco-rushed
tested
everything.
these. Yeah, well, I just tried them out,
Oh my
I
goodness.
got the camping one and the
Food one.
what shall we snack on?
Nice.
So
What a cute. Yeah, I got a bunch of the Deco Rush tapes this time, and I didn't realize. I heard from people in the community that DecoRush reformulated their thing, because it used to be that
Oh.
if you put on the weeks and you close the book and then you open it up and they stick on each other and tear each other up.
Yeah.
So apparently the new formulation kept that from happening. So now I'm like really
cool.
happy about my DecoRush, because I went in knowing it's gonna
Science.
suck like in quality, but I still wanted the pattern anyway.
Wow.
But now I'm just happy that I got those.
Okay, wait. So those two DecoRushes, the weeks, and then I bought this cover on cover for my A5.
Oh, what's it called? The name.
I
of
just
the...
know it's called Yuka Hidagi.
Oh,
something about.
right.
I forgot the actual name of it, but
Light in the Distance.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
but it's so cute.
that's cute.
And it's all constellation-y. So
I didn't get the cover and cover this year. I feel
oh
like
really?
I did that last year and I did that the year before, but then it comes to this realization that April, you just have not been buying plain covers to garner a colorful cover on cover for the past 3
Super
years.
fair.
So I was just like, let's maybe not get it this year.
So what did you get, April?
Wait, is that all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got. Hey, I'm being good, okay?
Oh my goodness! A Cafe Weeks, the Minnesota Weeks, cover and cover, 2 DecoRush tapes. That's it.
That's it. I'm playing it easy.
It's almost like you're saying you're not using the Hofunichi next year.
Hey! Okay, I'm also looking at the neon beige Liberty Fabrics Weeks cover because no one's, well, maybe that's changed from now, but no one has bought either. We got 2 of them at Oblation.
I know
and
you
I'm
like are adopting
they're
again. I know what you're doing
pretty.
there.
Yep. So there's still time left for me.
I'm putting my glass pen back into my tray.
I know, I did that already.
I know. I was just like, I shouldn't let this roll around on my table. Okay, so I
what
went.
did April
I
do?
went a little wild, but funnily enough, I didn't really like go for any of the big expensive items, like the Mina Partonen, the leather, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Usually, those are the ones that entices me. But this year, I felt good about my choices because I felt like I would use those, and I wasn't particularly buying anything for the sake of buying them.
Right.
Like last year, I bought the lights, the City Lights A6 cover that I
Oh, yeah.
didn't even get to use, and the year before I bought the other, like the marine one,
Oh, yeah, that one's cute.
the lighthouse one, which I also did not use. So this year I was just like, April, you don't need any A6 covers, and so I didn't buy any.
That's good.
A5
Let's
though.
give it up for April. Yay.
A5 size though, cousin size. I'm so happy at all the choices this year. I got the marine stripes that has the penguin hobo logo on it.
And doesn't it have the little penguin poking out?
Yes, in
Oh,
the
so
inside
cute.
cover. So I think that
Yeah.
sold me, and I just love the marine stripes. I mean, living in Seattle, like I'm so close to so many bodies of water, all the
Yeah.
boats around me. I just felt like I relate to that cover on a very like personal level, which also explains that lighthouse I got the other year. But I will use it for sure. That's gonna be my summer cover. Like this whole summer, I've been rocking the Kadan from last year,
Oh, yeah.
the flower bed one. But next summer, I'm gonna be using the marine one, the marine
Oh,
stripes.
so you got it in the A5.
The A5 size, exactly. I got it
You
in
just
the.
said you didn't do
I didn't buy
A6.
anything in A6. Yes.
Nice.
I-
It'll go with the A6 Lighthouse, so you should use them together.
No. I also got the Tokyo Metronome, which I found super adorable. It was like this like night scene. So it's like last year's Light the City Light thing, but like a different variation of it. But you get the Tokyo Tower, the red building, and it's just so cool. And it's like it's not the most expensive cover there. It's one of those like patterned ones. Like
Rainbow Holic got the
design.
A6 of that as well.
it's so adorable, and I love the backside, like because you usually see the
it's
front.
cute.
And you open it to see the full landscape image, and there's these 2 animals on the rooftop playing the piano, and I was just like, ah,
It's very charming.
it's very charming. I really like it, and it looks like, I know the metronome's supposed to be that musical thing that like kind of
Mhm.
tick a talk, but it looks like it's roasting a marshmallow, and I really like that.
I need to look at it again.
And I thought
I
this
think we
would be
sold out of that.
a nice like nighttime or like journal kind of cover thing. And if I have any A5 notebooks that I plan to use, I could slip it into this cover. So
Yes.
I really like that. And then I think that's the only two covers I got. And obviously, I had to get the Cafe Weeks as well, the melon soda that
And
everyone's
it'll be a surprise what the pattern is like.
It's so adorable. I think not just the fact that there's melon soda, there's like strawberry sandwich, the fruit sando, fruit sandwich. There's like the little pudding, and there's like the Napoleon. I think no, does it have the Napoleon pasta on
Yeah,
there?
Napoleon spaghetti.
Yeah, love that. And just everything about it is so cute. And I don't know what I'm gonna use the weeks for, but I think maybe next year I'll use it for Chinese journaling. By the way, Phyllis wants us to do a Tetrokaigi episode, so we gotta make that happen.
Yes. Okay.
Let's do
I'm
that.
ready.
And then that's it. And then the other things are just like the pencil boards. Wow. Hobonichi this year, the pencil board game is like ace. Like the Guru
Did you get any pencil boards?
the Guru kindergarten one.
So cute.
I got all of them. Like, well, I only got the A6 and A5 because the weeks one I chose the Aristocat and the 101 Dalmatian
man.
ones.
Oh, that's why I need to place a 1101.
Okay, Kelly, I got you.
Order.
Kelly, I got you. I got an extra of the Marie cat one in the week size.
Yes.
It's the cat looking back saying, "Me first. I'm not spoiled. I'm pampered."
Did you know I needed it?
I was getting an extra one. I was just like, someone will need this. Might be me, might be Kelly. So
Yeah,
I got
okay,
you.
Cool.
The other one is the dog, the Dalmatian one. It's like an
Yeah.
olive green background. It says, "Cool dude, take your own path, best pup ever." And I was just like,
So, April,
happiness.
I see on here it doesn't say that you bought any of the like other like Disney accessories, like those pouch things.
I didn't, because of the rickshaw bags. I didn't end up getting those. Yeah.
Good call. I'm gonna keep that playing in my head.
The rickshaw bags are, in my opinion, much more functional than the one that
Yeah.
they showed on the pattern.
Totally.
And I was like, I don't love Aristocat that much. Sorry. But if they did
But
they
everybody
did that,
wants to be a cat.
everyone just wants to be a cat. If they did that in the cafe, like bow and tie melon soda like pattern, so immediately, like I will buy that in a heartbeat. And I'm so excited, Kelly, for them to re-release that pattern in all the
Oh my God.
Hobonichi Hikidashi, the drawer pouch collection.
Oh, do you think they will?
They will. They have to. They have to.
Because they did like the cactus.
Yeah,
one.
they did the.
And that wasn't even that cool.
The penguin one. They did the penguin
They
one.
did do the yeah, okay.
They did the
There's hope.
Hawaiian girl,
Uh-huh.
lady one, and the pig. They have
don't, you're
to
gonna buy
do
it.
the cafe one in all the drawer pouch, and I will be getting every single item in that.
I think you
pattern.
would. You would literally just like deck your room out
with
in-
that turquoise
melon
teal
soda.
and melon soda pattern. There, I
with
said
your
it.
melon soda umbrella and like
Yes, the one that
just sitting in the
CY
corner being like,
Kane
what?
give to me. I'm like stealing this identity from Rainbow Holic, but I love it so much. And then like another fun stuff I got that like I enjoyed the cover pattern of the PYT Tokyo in Bloom rabbit.
Yes.
So I got it in a laptop case because I don't have a laptop case for my MacBook.
I don't either.
So I was just like, perfect product right there. And it's not even
I'll decide if I need that.
and
Try
I
yours.
believe it's cheaper than the cover even. Like it's the same
Oh.
price as my marine stripe cover. And I was
Really?
like, wow, that's a good deal. So I just got it. Plus the yen conversion, so it's a great product. And then I think that's it. I think that's all I got from Hobonichi. I mean, that's a lot, but
that's impressive. I would have thought you would get more. I think you usually historically get more.
so yeah, historically, I've always spent upwards between 300 to 400 or 500 even, because I would sometimes get the Mina Perhonen items, which is like $100 in itself. This time,
So-
oh my goodness, my budget, it was like below 300 and not like close to 300. It's like close to 250.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm so pleased. And that's including shipping. And I'm just like, what's going on?
So April, here's the question everybody wants to know,
Okay.
which I already know the answer to, I'm pretty sure, but you, like, the Hobonichi, the Cousin and the Weeks got released in English this year, but I'm assuming that you ordered the Avec,
Of
which
course.
is still only Japanese.
Yeah.
Because that's your thing.
I cannot live without the Avec. My life is too chunky.
But what about the Weeks? Did you get it in English?
Of course I got it in English.
Oh, yay!
Of
We're gonna
course.
match again.
I know. I wish they had just gone and just do the Avec in English too. I'm like, why not? Like, seriously.
I know.
They
I
did
have a
so
feeling
much.
it's like something to do with like production or whatever.
But they did
I'm
it for the
assuming.
Weeks, which had like 6,000 patterns.
You're right. Okay, just kidding.
It does not make sense in my head at all to not do the Avex also in English. Like, it doesn't make sense. But-
It's because I think I mentioned this earlier. It's because Americans want a big chunky thing.
So they thought maybe the
Or-
Avec doesn't have that much of an international usage.
It totally does, though.
Next year. I'll wait for next year because I would love to read the quotes. Not that I hate that it's Japanese and there. I love it. Like, I love that more than a plain notebook. That's why I use Hobonichi every year.
Yeah.
Like, but it would be a bonus if I could read the English quotes. I would appreciate that. I would
But
love
also, and I mentioned this on my Instagram stories the other day, but it's kind of sad not having Japanese holidays listed in the Weeks. It just has this like
that. I
important
know.
dates section.
How do I know when is the sea day? You know,
So I
and the
I
and the
actually
mountain
have-
day.
See, I put this.
Oh,
That's
you-
for Setsubun. I went through and marked Japanese
All the
holidays
Japanese
as listed.
holidays. We are a creature of habits. We need to stay with
Like,
the
I
things
just
we're
need to
used
know.
I just love sometimes flipping through my Hobonichi Avec and then seeing like Umi no Hi, like, you know, the
Yeah, me too.
and then you're just like, refreshing, it's sea day. You know, like, or sometimes it's like the Yama, this mountain
Yes.
day, and you're just and the
Yes.
Kotomo no Hi, the children's day. And you're just like, oh,
I just realized I didn't mark Sports Day. Gotta
Okay.
put that in there too.
okay. We're just like, what is it? We don't even,
Holidays that don't really mean anything,
anything
to
to
me, but I
us.
need to know anyway.
I know. I love it so much. So Hobonichi, I feel like all in all, it was still a very successful launch this year. Like, they
Oh yeah.
went out of their comfort zone, like we talked about, so many English versions, and I guess now we just sit back and wait to see what the Hon, the HON thing looks like at the end, right? Like, because they said they're going to try a few patterns. That's what I assumed from their context. Like, they did that black boring one, and they're going to try to see if they could do like 4 to 5, 6, maybe. I forgot the number, but they're going to try out different covers for it. So that
Yeah.
would be interesting, but not on my agenda for sure. I'm done. I'm good
Yeah.
this year. My planner lineup is almost complete, actually, right now. So I'm good.
Someone's just gonna drop something. Okay, well that kind of segues well into our next topic. What are we excited about for fall stationery?
Yes. Oh my
And-
goodness. You start.
So I guess we already talked about the brass ballpoint pen
Mm-hmm.
from Travelers because April and I both ordered them.
It's
And
being, it's being
I-
done at Kyoto right now, and like
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get it by November. That's the fingers crossed.
the goal.
Yes.
So mine's like that light pink. It has a sakura icon on it and says Stationery Cafe.
Ah.
And I also ordered an hours planner.
What?
And so
Wait, did you have it this
thing-
year?
nope.
Oh.
So the thing that happened was during one of my little breaks at the SF show, I was hanging out with Christiana Wrights, who is a really cool person, and she was working on her hours, and so I sat down next to her. I was like, "Hey, can can I see what you got going on there? And she let me flip through everything, and I was like, dude, this is so dope. And she's like, you should order one. And I was
That sounded like Christiana right there. Like, I could hear her just now.
I was gonna order it from Nita's shop, and like in that moment I was like putting together a cart, and then I kind of chickened out. I was like, no, I'm not gonna buy it, I'm gonna be strong. and then I got home, and Nita was already like sold out of the pre-order on her site, but I ordered it from Yoseka.
Nice.
So yeah, I did it.
Oops, you did it again.
I did. Because so the way Christiana uses it is she does a lot of like kind of themed collaging in there. Like every week she has this sort of color scheme, but it looks different every week. It's not like the same thing. And you know, I really liked the way she was using it, and
that's cute.
Of course, that means it'll look just like hers if I get one.
I tried it that way this year, and I failed horribly.
No.
Like, I didn't finish my hours. I wasn't able to collage it as much as I like to as a Chinese journal. So I'm like downsizing it. That's what I'm gonna use my cafe weeks for, Chinese journaling.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Use some fountain pens, write some Chinese, as if it's a fun thing. It's my mother tongue. I just haven't written in Chinese in so long. Myself, I'm looking forward to TRC's Diary 2023.
Yes,
dropping
me too.
that. Getting all the accessories. To be honest,
when does that come out again?
I think isn't it the same in the US? The pre-order is 26th of September. It officially ships like October 11th or something like that.
That seems so late, but also like we are so far ahead of
We are very, very early in this phase, okay? Every year it just feels like it's earlier than ever. Like, I remember someone was talking about journals in July, and we were saying there's still 6 more months to this year, guys.
Yeah. Also, okay, not to call them out, but someone at the store was asking me about like pencil boards or something, and it's like, yeah, they're not going to come out until the dated calendars come out. And they were like, oh yeah, I didn't really like the release this year. Like, I didn't really vibe with it. And I was like, the cafe? you didn't vibe with the
cafe? You're wrong.
I was just so taken aback. I'm like, wait, this is like the most lit release.
It is.
I was just like, oh, okay. I don't know what to say.
I mean, either. I don't know how to react.
Like my heart and soul.
But the thing is, I don't think I'm doing the data calendar. I think I'm just doing the.
No, we don't need that.
I think I'm doing the accessories. Okay, here's my tips. Here's my little April tip and trick.
Oh.
I want the sticker that comes with the book. So I will buy the second half here.
Oh my god. Whoa. This is next level planning for planners. This is like this is like planning for the destruction of
like maybe I could buy the second half and use that to plan all the events that is coming up the rest of the year.
I actually really like that idea.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay. Sign us both up for the second half to get that Traveler's Cafe sticker that comes with the set. Because if you buy the data calendar, there's a guide in there that's like all themed toward Traveler's Cafe, and then you get the ephemera, you get that sticker. But I don't want to use the book. So I have too many books. It's not that I hate using it, it's just I have too many books. So there's that.
Dude,
Plotter 5th anniversary is another thing I'm really looking forward to.
And what's that all about anyway? Can you tell us some secrets at all?
It's coming out for sure. It's already out in Japan. Plotter Japan just celebrated their 5th anniversary. So if you go to their website, you'll see all the beautiful things that's about to be launched. They're not going to start selling till September 21st, which will be the same date that you can pre-order it in the US. As we all know, shipping really sucks, and so we're like 1 month behind in schedule. But
that's cool.
We will be releasing all the information in English next week, which tells you about all the new items. And the good news is we're going to have almost everything. Everything that's going to be released in Japan, we'll have it for the US customers, except for one store exclusive leather binder, which you have in a specific dimension.
Well, I feel special now. Well, I felt special before, but
It's a
we'll
gift.
talk about it later.
It's a gift, so it's something really special. But so that's the only thing. We will only not carry one thing from the entire release. So I'm really happy about that. Like,
That's
so
amazing.
good. It's so good. And then I'm really actually kind of relieved. Like, I feel like, has the shopping stopped now? No? Like, we put in the
April.
Hobonichi order. Like, I set aside budget for the traveler's accessories, and they're not that much, right? Like, if you think about it, the
Yeah,
accessories
no, that's hardly anything.
are
That's a
not
drop
that
in the
much.
bucket.
And then, like, I did have to set aside a little budget for the plotters because I do want everything from the lineup.
What?
But that's okay.
I have to look at this lineup.
And then, like, I don't think there's we can talk about it in October. Let's talk about the September 5th anniversary lineup in October when we come back.
Oh, because that's when we're gonna come back.
Exactly.
As a regular, occurring, scheduled podcast.
Yes. Oh, and before we end this, 2 special shout outs. One, Abby C, who made a surprise
my
visit
gosh.
to Portland to visit Kelly and at Oblation and to San Francisco Pen Show. Her new book, Travel Sketching or Travel Journaling, is out right now, so go find it at your nearest bookstores. It's really cool. Second shout out, Jove's Journal just launched his Patreon.
Patreon, yes, go Joe.
Go Job! So we all love and support Job and his amazing creative life, and he is bringing it to Patreon. So I hear there's gonna be face unveiling if you are a certain tier. So that's also really cool.
He's very cute. So I would recommend that.
We love Job. So that's the 2 shout outs I want to mention. Since we are on still on a hiatus, we can't really do any special episodes, but we love and support them, and we want you guys to do that too. And
Yes.
and then a little bit more sober PSA, which I'll probably talk about more in October, which is like the Patreon that we have that we were also on hiatus on, the Stationery Cafe hiatus. We've been keeping it going, like for existing Patreons. Like you can go back and download all the episodes, download all the past digital printables. We kept it going for 4 weeks without charging anyone. But I think I'm finally gonna shut it down in October. So if you still hasn't downloaded anything from it, I highly recommend running there. And or if you're a new subscriber, you can just subscribe one time, and then we won't charge you the subsequent month to
Naruto run.
to get the content. Exactly. Because
Naruto
I'm
run to the
worried
Patreon.
about forgetting to turn off the pause billing like 1 month and then accidentally charging everyone.
Oh,
It's a silly
yeah.
thing that Patreon does to discourage you from shutting down your Patreon. So they kind of
Rude.
like, you have to like manually pause billing cycle every month.
yeah.
So there's that. But anyway, this has been so fun, Kelly. We haven't done
Yes,
this in a
it
while.
has.
I feel like our lives are so busy. You must be swamped from the Hobonichi launch and planners.
Well, so here's the
and
thing. We were
Christmas.
swamped from the Hobonichi launch, and then it was the Labor Day sale this weekend. So
And the
that's
summer
why-
sale. I saw so many things are
no,
like...
that's the Labor Day sale is the summer sale.
Okay.
So it's like one big intense situation.
Second question. When is the
Yeah.
pre-Christmas sale?
To be determined, and I'm not saying that to be sneaky. I just don't actually know.
Okay, I want to get on that. Yeah.
Oh, don't talk to me about Christmas yet. I think we've already put some wrap out, but I like wrapping paper, like in the big. We use these like aesthetic, like trash cans. I shouldn't probably say trash can, but it's like the aesthetic ones that are like white and
I love
trash
it.
doesn't go in there. It's just a bunch of
Wrapping stuff.
wrapping papers. Yeah, and the tubes.
I'm excited for Christmas. I mean, I know you hate it, but at least
Halloween first.
No.
Sorry, I probably shouted that.
no. You can skip straight to that to Turkey
I'm
Day.
you guys. By the way, unrelated, well, sort of related. I'm getting a Halloween tattoo on my arm for everybody to see forever for the rest of days. So every time I talk to April, I will just like lift up my
Sure.
sleeve after I get that. I'm really excited.
Nice. And well, at least hopefully you'll be in a better state of mind starting in October because you would have
Yes.
moved to a much more
Yay.
closer location. That's like so you don't have to drive after
Very
work.
exciting. Yeah.
Ah, that's so. Let me tell
My
you, it's been
commute's gonna
so
be
good.
so short. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm very excited.
I look forward to it as well.
Give me tips for moving. I haven't done it in several years. I don't know how to.
I don't
I don't
know.
know how to move anymore.
Hire a mover. I don't know.
I don't have that much stuff. I'm a single person.
That's true. Just a few suitcases, I guess. And I feel like
well, okay, that's too little.
you can still. The great thing about you living so close is you could like your house is not that far as of now. You could
I
like
can still go to mom's.
you can
and get
perpetually
stuff.
move for like 3 months, right? Like
That's true.
you can just slowly take things one weekend at a time. You know, it's not like
Yeah, that's true.
the house is still there. So
You're not wrong.
I'm so excited for you, Kelly.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for listening in and tuning in. We did ramble on at the very end, but we kind of missed doing this, and we think you missed
Oh yeah,
it
it's
too.
already been like an hour and a half.
But
Psych.
we'll be gone again for a little bit. We're back in October.
This'll tide you over again.
All right. Bye, everyone. Bye, Kelly.
Bye, April.